But you remember something I said about tech?
Well, it's another week. It's another 2 weeks. It's definitely only been 2 weeks, right? Yep. 100%. Definitely hasn't been a month.
I can't believe how horrible our intros are every fucking time.
Could you sound any more depressed?
Yeah, I could.
You
I could be
sound
sick
like
with
you just
COVID.
got off an 18-hour shift at the oil rig in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico.
Bro went to Lowe's today, took it out of him.
You really did. Let's be honest here. That's the culprit here. I had to go to outside to touch grass, you know?
Yeah, we don't
And
touch
the-
grass.
and the grass
we like
touched
your
back.
grass touchers here.
The grass touch back, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of touching grass, you know what I found out recently?
That you're allergic to grass?
No, not me. I'm not allergic to grass. However, Casey's son, who just turned 1, is allergic to grass. They had to make him like a hypoallergenic play area in their backyard with like fake turf.
Oh, I thought you were going to say bark chips, which I
No.
always... okay, you know, we are getting a little ahead of ourselves, but we'll circle back this. But we have Cody with us, because I'm brought to you by our lovely hosts, Gazor, Alex, and then Xander, and then we have a guest of Cody, which is the most interesting person here. So how are you today, Cody?
Thanks for the intro.
Good. I would like to state I am also allergic to grass.
Are you
It is
really?
horrific? Yeah.
Oh my
I
god, I
used-
had no idea.
The best part is I used to cut grass as a living. Horrible combo when you're allergic to grass and then you cut grass.
This explains why you're always on the water.
Yeah. There's no grass in the water, which is great.
What about algae? Does that count?
No, it's just the little like bud thing. So you know how like the grass gets like the little seeds on them or whatever, like and they like
Yeah.
when they pollinate almost. I don't know what it's called. I have no idea. I'm sure somebody does know or somebody could Google this, but it's
I
like
know
when
one of
you-
us is an environmental scientist and he has no way
Yeah,
on this.
when you could get like the little buds on the seeds, those are what I'm allergic to.
The buds on the seeds.
No, the buds on the like the blades of grass.
You can feel the environmentalism brewing.
Like so there's I don't know what it is, but there's literally like a certain type of grass. I remember there's what's the YouTube channel where they look at stuff like stuff in slow motion.
Slow-mo
Slow-mo
guys?
Yes, it's like slow mo guys. He collabs with them, but he does like he built the baseball launcher or the baseball cannon and stuff.
And the only slow-mo channel I know is slow-mo guys.
Cool stuff made here.
It sounds familiar.
I don't know. There's like the guy. Anyways, this guy he did like a slow mo version on it, and it's like, you know,
I know
this-
what you're talking about. The ones that launch the fucking seeds.
Yes.
Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
the ones
yeah,
that
yeah.
launch the seeds? Oh, those suck.
Yeah, yeah.
Hate
So like you
those.
know like the wristband things that like you slap like the old school wristbands where you slap it on your wrist and it like clasps around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that, but in reverse. It opens up and launches the seed buds when you hit it. So like when you're mowing grass,
okay.
they just launch.
I know what you're talking
everywhere.
about. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, if you even like so much as like think about sneezing on them, they're just
They
just
just
blow
shoot
people
at
up.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to have to walk every single day during the summer. You get the school.
Could you feel like the little tiny seeds hit you when that happened?
I can. Yeah, easily. They pelt you. It's like a machine gun.
Damn, getting shot up in the streets.
Legitimately, I would just walk by my neighbor. It wasn't even, I didn't walk on the grass. It was right next, my neighbor had a row of them. And so walking down the hill, because I live on a hill, you would just, during the summer, you'd walk right past them and they would just spike you the entire right side of your body. Because I went, that direction, the right side faced them. And so it's just like, oh, I love finding seeds all over my fucking hair. Thank you. I appreciate this. Not.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's weird because it's like I'm extremely allergic to seeds, but no other plants bother me.
That's
And it's only
interesting.
like for the first like 2 months of the year, like that I just hate life when I go outside, and then after that I'm fine. So when people tell me to go touch grass, they don't realize like they're basically giving me a death threat.
I can't believe that. That's terrible. That's
How
legit.
traumatizing that must
is
be for
pretty
you.
traumatizing.
Go touch grass.
Oh my
All right, Alex, I'll remember that.
god. Cody, we'll remember this. Okay, so back to
You
being
can't
traumatized.
give me that sensitive information and expect me not to immediately exploit it.
See, I don't know about you
We're
guys.
gonna be walking around, and next time we see me, we're gonna be walking like down the sidewalk, and Alex is gonna like shove me into the grass and be like,
No.
"Ah,
What he's going to
Get
do is
fucked
he's
now,
going to start
nerd.
throwing sesame seeds at you.
it's sesame seeds." I don't think it works that
No,
way.
it definitely doesn't work that way, but that's still funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, so speaking of traumatization, and back to hypo something backyard playtime.
Hypoallergenic.
I don't think that's how it's pronounced, but yeah, that
Allergenic? Is that what you're aiming for?
Thank you.
whatever it is. Listen
We
here,
tried.
I had to get my SAT scores for a job thing, but that's another story. But when I thought you said you were going to say that they were making that, I assumed they were going to put a bunch of bark dust, and I've never understood why parents think bark dust is safer than grass. I don't know about you guys, but my elementary school had bark dust over everything, and then they replaced bark dust with rubbery asphalt, which sucked even more.
Is anybody else hearing fart dust instead of bark dust?
I'm hearing bark dust.
Okay. I'm like, the first couple times I heard fart dust, and I'm like, why is your school putting fart dust down? But
You gotta crop dust the land, you know? But it sucked to fall on. Like, the amount of times that I've got just impaled by bark dust is just crazy to me. I still have never understood.
Impaled?
Yeah, impaled. Do you ever just...
Straight through?
I think, not in my hand, but in several
is
parts of
bark
my body,
dust
it's
like
definitely
the little,
just
like wood
stabbed
chips
me.
that people
Yeah.
put down in like
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
gardens.
Mulch?
No, not mulch. No, just straight up just bark dust. Do I gotta look up a picture of bark dust for you fools?
Yeah, like I don't understand what bark dust is.
Oh my
When you say
Lord.
dust, I'm thinking of fine powder.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like like dust. Do not comprehend.
Wow, thank you, Wikipedia. That was really, really helpful. In case you're wondering, it wasn't. So, like, not the finally... is it bark chips? Is that a better fucking term?
Yeah.
Bark chips. Okay. Wood chips. I don't know. Literally, they just took, like, wood shavings. Like, I don't...
What do you want from us, dude? We're trying
we
to
go.
help you out. And piece it
I'm
together.
trying to like figure out what you're
Copy
trying to
image.
explain, and I have
So think
no
of
idea.
this. This is what they filled the playground
That's
with.
mulch.
That is not mulch. What is wrong with you? Mulch is more fine than that. Bark dust, which that's just what we call it here. We call that bark dust, along with the other stuff that's actually bark dust, which is annoying and gets splinters everywhere.
I guess mulch is a bit finer than that.
Mm-hmm. Do not tempt
It's lying
me.
to you.
I swear to Lord. Yeah, so...
Those are just like pine bark nuggets.
Pine bark nuggets? You want to Google pine bark nuggets and tell me what you get?
This is what you get when you Google pine bark nuggets.
I don't
What?
I don't want to reopen Discord. This sounds like a blue pancake thing.
No, so, like,
Right.
So once again, like that is not bark dust. That's wood chips. Like,
Exactly, it's wood chips, but we called it bark dust.
No, like, have you ever done like the cinnamon challenge? Like that's like dust.
Yeah, I know, but we call it bark dust over here. We have that, which is bark dust. Then we call the finer ones that are just literally just small. It's just dust. It's just dust. It's literally bark dust, and that's like mulch. And it's like, oh, that's mulch. I'll call that mulch, but I call this stuff bark dust. And Alex, no, it wasn't as smooth as that. It was sharp. all of them were sharp. We used to give each other wood chip like
There you
tattoos
go.
with it.
What Xander just posted,
That's
that
sawdust.
would be like bark dust.
No,
I
that's
know, but
sawdust. That's
Did
different.
you notice how when they say dust, it is finely ground and not like
Okay.
quarter-sized pellets of bark?
So, I have never, in 29 years of my life, heard wood dust ever. Sawdust has been the only term I've ever heard of, and
Yeah.
wood chips.
Bark dust is the natural version of sawdust. The ecosystems actually make bark dust. It's what happens when trees shed their skin after the winter when it gets hot outside. Clone is
trees
the
are like
environmental
snakes.
scientist.
So you're telling me trees are like snakes?
No, he's completely
Yeah,
gaslighting
100%. 100% trees are like snakes. That's why sometimes when you're in the middle of the forest, there's a tree with dust all around it. It's because it just shed its skin.
The war is
No,
lost.
no.
I-
Alex is
I cannot.
he's making shit up.
I can't right
100% would never do anything like that. I'm the most trustworthy source of information
now.
I've
Doug is
ever
not
known.
here, Alex. Okay, none of us are gonna fall for your lies.
Certified by me.
I cannot. But no, so we had bark dust is what we fucking call it here. How many times am I gonna say this? And we pretty much that's what they sharp things of wood is what they decided to fill the playground with.
Yeah, that's what comes out of a dog's mouth when it barks.
I cannot with you.
Can we get the mob psycho in meter pulled up on clone for this one? What percentage we at?
I'm gonna just take a small commercial
stress
break
meter?
at this point and just mute all of you and ad lib. I don't know, some random commercial for something. I swear I swear.
You stress eating.
I sure am. I got Arby's. Good.
Nice.
Yeah. So besides that, it's been a month. Anything new with you people?
Nah.
Um,
I live a boring life.
Yeah, I don't do too much if I'm being honest.
Well,
Last time we
I,
spoke, it was Xander's birthday.
yeah. Since then, my mom is getting a hip surgery replacement in July, so that'll be interesting.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, she's all for it. She's super happy about it. I'm like, okay,
So
all right.
I'm sorry. The amount of like me wanting to make a your mom joke right now is like
Do it.
hurting my soul.
Do it.
Dude, Xander would make that shit to his mom's face.
I would.
Easily.
My mom will see this.
Oh, does she watch these?
I know.
Sometimes she watches bits and pieces. I'll show her.
Oh, God.
Look at that. Supportive parents.
People formulating opinions about me without me knowing them.
Oh, no.
I know. Welcome to the internet, my friend.
Wow, fucking new form of anxiety, I
That's
guess.
not what I signed up for. I just signed up to be recorded on the internet for long periods of time.
Yeah, without a script, too. And live.
No, yeah, scriptless.
Mm-hmm. It's like jobless.
Yeah, this is really just derail clone simulator, let's be real.
No, I haven't even breached the topic of derailment, buddy.
So there's a new benchmark.
All right.
Oh wait, I will say, are the new 40? I'm probably way late, but all like the new 40 series, those are all out, right?
Oh, yeah. And they're
no,
shit,
not all of
but...
them. I mean, there's
Is the TIs out yet or no?
No, those are coming.
No.
Okay.
The TIs always come later. They
Mhm.
make you want it.
I
Yeah.
know.
They've got to solve their weird fucking double 8-pin into a 12-pin connector melting garbage before they
Yeah, and
come out
then
with
they
the TI.
basically send it out. They're like, "What's wrong with it? Tell us, and then we'll make a TI."
Yeah, we'll make a TI
We'll
and
make
we'll
something
fix
that
those
works.
issues.
Yeah.
This has happened like 25 times throughout history.
I don't
Why do you
know,
think I got a
man.
3070 Ti
So I-
instead of a
I
3070?
want to buy a new 4090, but
Don't.
the last time I bought the best of the best graphics card, I melted 3 of them.
Well, it's
Well,
a
you have to trigger
combination.
GPU fans on, dude.
Yeah. Combination
No,
of
so-
you not frame capping and them
Okay,
not having
hold
good
on.
thermal.
It wasn't my fault because EVGA even said they screwed up, that they did not put an internal like frame cap on it. And
Dude, why
then
should they
coupled
have
with
to put an internal frame cap on it?
coupled with because when they're on a loading screen, so they don't just like spam away like mine did and just go into infinity.
Well,
That's
to be
a
fair,
new
you
control
also
panel.
played New World, which almost anybody with your card decided to melt theirs because they put it
I
on
was
high
gonna say
graphics.
it was like a fucking recipe for disaster. Because if you played New World and if you had this card, there was no way you just got stuck at the login screen and died. I just sit on the login screen and freeze, and then my computer would go turbo mode and just not stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
He's like Sonic, but not stopping.
So now I'm like, I'm worried to spend another like what 2K or 3K on. How much are they now? Are they 2K?
No, that's
Or
the
they
game
go
company.
down? No, how much is graphics cards? They were like almost 2,500 at one point.
Because
They
of
found
scalpers.
down at all?
They've mellowed out
Right.
finally.
The great scalpers of 2018 through 2020.
Mm-hmm. It was more like till like 2022, but it was a while. It was a good couple of years. No, they've equalized a lot. I mean, they're still expensive. The 40 series, especially because it's the flagship NVIDIA stuff, and they like overpricing stuff.
I mean, yeah. Listen, I can't wait for those juicy Intel GPUs. Give me, one that'll
Meet
the
it.
equivalent of a flagship. Yeah.
I cannot
It'll
wait.
also be like $700 cheaper.
Mm-hmm. And they're gonna use the the Intel experience or the GeForce experience.
Yeah.
If I ever bought an Intel card, I don't think I could handle that because that thing is a piece of shit.
It's just a mid-range card. Well, mid-low.
No, I meant
the
their
3060,
program.
3060 Ti.
I meant their program.
I've never seen it.
It's not great.
You
Unless
could be
it's
part of
different than the
Blue Gang,
integrated
though.
graphics. Huh?
You could be part of Blue Gang, though.
I'd rather be part of
Red Gang?
Brown Gang.
Brown Gang? What, no GPU?
No, not to a GPU.
But that's still NVIDIA. I don't think they have a partnership with AMD.
No, they don't. They have. I think there's a singular Noctua GPU out there, and it's expensive as shit.
It was an Asus, I thought. I thought it was an Asus Noctua collab.
Was it? Like I don't know these things because I could care less because they're too expensive. If I can literally put a down payment on a car on the price of a GPU, there's a problem.
That's exactly how they want it, though.
You mean bending us over backwards?
Yeah.
And God forbid,
Bleeding your wallet dry for money, dude.
God forbid, tax the poor and never tax the rich.
Well, yeah, they shouldn't have been born that way or something, right? That's how that works.
Oh yeah, big time. Yep. Like several
Honestly.
other things in America's history.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My father doesn't own an emerald mine. Elon Musk.
Fucking it. I swear, this world is going downhill fast.
So, I will say we were talking about this a little bit earlier before the stream started up. But as far as like new anime that you guys are watching, just because I've been watching a couple, but I don't have any I haven't been watching a ton. Do you got any like good recommendations or no?
If you've seen Inuyasha or you liked Inuyasha, I
boy.
recommend Yashahime. That was fantastic.
So you mean the anime that came out like 20 years ago?
Inuyasha? Yeah, Yashahime came out like a year ago.
Inuyasha came out like before I was born.
Yes. Yashahime came out a year ago.
Oh. Okay.
Cody, do you really want the list of anime that are coming out right now? That I'm
I don't know if
watching?
I want the whole list, but like just something that's like, useful.
Hell's Paradise. Why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's Mansion. I've been enjoying that one. Kuma Kuma Bear. Or my bad. Kuma Bear. Because it's the second season of Kuma Kuma Bear. One Piece, of course. My love story with Yamada-kun at level 999. Been pretty good. Mashal. Magic and muscles. Good. Konosuba's been good. My Galaxy Next Door has been pretty good. Dr. Stone's been pretty good. Magical Destroys is, I'm on the fence of it's good or it's weirdly good. Ranking of Kings, obviously. Over the Moon for You is having another season. I have not watched it yet because I refuse to do what I did with the first one and watch it weekly. I need it all to be out. I need my diabetes in one single shot.
Huh.
And there's a bunch more that are mediocre. And then that's on Crunchyroll at least, because that's the stuff I'm watching on Crunchyroll. Then High Dive, there's... Oh boy. Let me grab my phone. I don't remember these. Oshinoko, of course. Which that came out. Is it the
Stalker.
Stalker, the high school anime.
Yeah.
Yep, that's been pretty funny. That one I wouldn't say is like top tier. I was just giving the top tier ones. If we're giving out that level,
one's a little cringy.
it is a bit cringy. Otaku Elf though, it's been pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
I've been liking that one. Kobu Won't Let Me Be Invisible is a great one. That one is a sleeper I think not a lot of people know of. And there's many more that I'm watching. There's like 20 animes I'm watching this season.
I know the season's too fucking full.
It better be a desert next season so I can go back and watch some of these things.
Did anybody watch Insomniacs or whatever it is?
It's on my list, but I'm watching too many animes right now, and I don't want to invest the time for another one that's already out like 6 episodes.
I say because my problem is I have like a bunch right now that I've like half started but haven't like finished, or I watch an episode or two and then don't keep watching it. So,
yeah, I'm gonna drop probably Working for a God in the Godless World.
I was
it's gotten
not,
pretty bad,
dude. That first episode was like, okay, let me wake up. Oh, here's this pretty girl that's jerking me off to wake me up. Wow, what a great plot point. Then I come into the city. Oh, hey, here's this fucking monster, but we ran out of budget. So I'm going to give it like... I don't even know how you describe the animation. The animation.
2004 CGI and music videos?
2001 A Space Odyssey.
I mean, it was just, all right, fine, let's do that. And then now it's just... After I saw it, I was like, okay, I'm done. I can't watch this anymore.
They canonically look like shit.
They look, yeah, it's pretty bad. And there's great is they brought it up and they never touched it again. They did it twice in the entire series so far, and they've never touched it again because I think their budget doesn't allow it.
If you want a good comedy animation, Digman, which just came out, really fucking good. I would recommend that.
The fuck is Digman?
It's the story of a world in which archaeologists are massive celebrities.
Oh, you've told me about this. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't really know how to describe it, so I pulled up the thing, and that's the description of it. But yeah, it's been really, really funny and good. I'm 2 episodes in.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm
on Clone's page. Hope that next season is nowhere near as stacked.
I hope it will be about as dry as Oregon summer is going to become. Man, I can't wait to almost have to evacuate again due to a wildfire because of a gender reveal party.
Well, yeah, dude.
What?
How else do you tell the world what gender your child is by burning down half the woods?
There's that person, and there's a person who used fucking fireworks in the middle of a goddamn woods. What kind of fucking moron does that? It was a kid, but still. Okay, you say, well, I say, yeah, you can use it. That's fine. Make sure the ground is wet, at least around you, okay? Don't do it in one of the biggest droughts in the western United States fucking history.
Wow.
Swear to God.
What is the biggest drought in history? It's the first drought this kid's ever seen.
Oh my God.
He's just trying to have some fun.
Yeah, no, Cody, you didn't hear about it? Like, at this point, it must have been 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, some people down in California had a gender reveal party with fireworks and stuff like that and burnt down pretty much a ton of forests over here.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't hear about that at all.
Yeah, it was raging on for several months to the point where it almost made people up in Oregon, or rather in Portland, evacuate their homes. Burned down a lot of places. It was great, though. I've never had to deal with smoke 24/7 for like a month ever in my life. So, prepares me right for the World War that's going to happen soon.
Oh, you just need to be careful with that because I know, like, people in Alaska, they go, like, crazy if they don't, after not seeing the sunlight for literal days.
Well, I mean, we could still see the sun.
I think it's like their whole winter. They get, like, what, an hour
Well, I was going to say, but, like, do you remember Suchar, Alex?
Yeah.
He went to,
Alaska he had to, but military mandated having to sit in front of a vitamin D lamp for I think 2 hours a day.
Yeah,
to prevent that.
Because same thing, he was like,
no, they think that's what everyone stationed in Alaska has to do it.
Yeah,
Or
but
any
they were
winter
like,
when there's
they
no real
just were
sun.
like, yeah, they what should we call it? People were going crazy, so they were like, yeah, we need to send. Like, people actually had to get sent home because they were going insane. Which to me is like insane that would happen, but I don't know. I guess I never
I know
really
I'm
understood that.
capable of living without the sun for months if I could.
I was gonna say, man, if I got the way I wanted, I would disappear into my basement and never come out. Alex is, I think, the only one that could beat me.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to like leave the house all the time.
Imagine, yeah. Wow. Can you explain why?
I all work.
Wow, must be nice, huh? An income.
It's
I thought you were
not.
gonna say because you're like almost married and you have a wife slash fiance that
Oh no, I don't give a
makes
shit.
you go do things.
No, Madeline was like, "Hey, you want to come to this with me?" I went, "No," and left it at that. Like they went to some '70s dance thing as a friend group, and she's like, "Oh, you should come." I was like, "No, I want to stay home. Thanks, goodbye."
So
Thanks,
see,
goodbye.
I hope I can find a relationship like that where I can just tell my girlfriend, just like whenever she's like, "Do you want to go do anything social?" I'll just be like, "No, I'm fine. I'll stay here. You can go."
I mean, I still get pulled to shit. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, like
Oh
Mother's
my
Day
God.
church.
like no,
That's so wild and concerning, Alex. I can't
they
believe
stopped
you.
saying that.
They did.
Yeah.
Clone, did you ever know about the wild and concerning?
No.
Correct. Okay.
That one I
Alex,
definitely don't know.
How would you explain wild and concerning to the viewers?
When Madeline was in college and the twins were also in college with her, oh god, it's been such a long time. I barely even remember. I just remember the phrase "wild and concerning." But they thought that shit was the funniest shit on the planet, and they would just say that's wild and concerning a lot of the time. But one of them gained the name Wild, and one of them gained the name Concerning or something.
What?
Let's put it this
yeah.
way.
It's
One
been
of the-
been a long time since I've heard it, so I don't actually remember that
One
well.
of the very first times I ever met all of Mad's friends, we were out there, and I think I walk in, and the first thing that they're like, "Oh my God, Cody, you're so wild and concerning," and I was like, "What?" It's just like, please let me leave now. I don't want to be here. There was like, I don't even know. I didn't even know how to respond to it. Like I'm already a very socially awkward person, which I'm sure probably most of us here can relate to. So when you put me into a weird public setting like that, and then you start throwing shit like that at me, my brain just like ground to an immediate halt, and I just didn't know what to do.
Laughter is normally the correct answer in that scenario. I've learned. Sociable awkwardness can be fixed by just laughing at everything, and then people will leave you alone.
You see,
Helps if it's
part of my
maniac.
social awkward problem. 'Cause, like,
Laughing as well.
I was telling Alex yesterday. I went out, so I went to the bar on Saturday.
Well, that's
Like,
your
it
first
was,
problem.
Bumpers. It was for my mom because she wanted to go out there for Mother's Day. Well, anyways, we're all sitting down at the bar, and so I'm just eating my food right there, okay? And this girl comes up and like, like kind of taps me on the shoulder, or like puts her like arm on my shoulder, and I kind of like look at her, and I have no idea who this is. Like, I just like look at her, I'm like, I don't know who that is. I just turn around and go back about doing my business, talking to like whoever, because I'm like, she must just be waiting to get to the bar, of course, right? No, apparently she like then she starts going like Cody, and I'm like, I turn around and she starts having this like full on conversation with me, and she knows who I am, and I'm just like, I literally didn't say a word back to her because the whole time I'm just like, I don't know who you are, and then finally after her talking to me for like 5 minutes, I was like, I'm sorry, lady, like I don't know who the heck you are in the world. Come to find out, she went to middle school and high school with us. And I actually played band with her when I was in middle school. Like, we were both percussionists. So, I just felt like the biggest asshole ever. In my defense, though, all of middle school and high school, I've, like, tried to block out of my memory as much as possible. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but...
Well, then he asked me, and I immediately knew who he was talking about.
What?
Yeah.
When I do in those situations is they say my name and I immediately will look back at them in the most baffled and/or like, who the fuck are you? Like, face in my face and be like, who are you? And why do you know my name? And why do we never chat about calling my name out in public?
I was just more so confused because I was there with my family.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, I get, because I'm single and I'm a hermit. The first thing my family goes is, "Oh, who is the girl talking to?" And then you got to be like, "Well, I honestly don't know who that was." And then they're like, "Oh no, you're full of shit." And I'm like, "No, really, I have no fucking idea who that just was."
Meanwhile, that girl's just sitting over here making up a story to get out of there because she has a
Yeah.
dangerous date or something. You should just
Yeah,
left her in the
I'm just-
water.
I don't know what happened, man, but I was like, if she needed help, I'm sorry, I was not the person to come to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of those, I don't get the social cues. You need to be like, put a bright red, I need a sticker or something, then notepad that says, "Hey, help me, please." Well, it's just, it never ends. I think so far every time I've went out to the bar, something really weird has happened. The one time it was Mad's birthday, Alex got roofied.
Yeah,
Well, the way that he was
other thing,
acting, it definitely wasn't roofied, but
Well,
What do you
what
mean?
did you get? Yeah, he got
It,
roofied.
it was GHB.
He literally got roofied.
was it
Yeah.
really? I thought
Yeah.
roofies just put you
He
the fuck to
actually
sleep.
What?
No,
it's
he actually
GHB,
got
not
roofied.
roofie.
Okay, so I don't know if I told you this story, Colin. It was actually a pretty good story. So after Alex gets roofied, whatever, we walk him back to. There's a whole lot more that Alex can say that happens before we walk him back to.
Oh,
Matt's
I've
friend.
heard the full story.
Well, anyway, so we get him back to Matt's house, and I have to carry this guy
Yep.
up the stairs. And as I'm carrying him up the stairs, he's like, I can hear him making sound effects as he's like, mind you, I'm holding him and dragging him up, and he's just tapping his feet on each of the staircases, not helping walk at all. And he's going doo doo, like making little hopping noises or something. I'm like, what is this kid doing? So, anyways, we help him out, whatever. We get him in the shower. And then we're driving home. So we're in my little Sentra, okay? Alex is in the rear passenger seat. Because there's somebody else with
I was
us,
in the
right?
rear driver's seat. Douglas was with this.
Yeah. So you were in the rear passenger seat. Yeah, because Doug was in the front. And I remember Alex was in the back, and I was like, "Alex, you better not throw up." So Alex is like, we're going down 696, and Alex goes, "All right, I'm about to throw up." So we literally coming off the off ramp of 696, we pull right up the off ramp, and there's a red light once you come off the off ramp. Alex opens my door and just starts puking on the side of the road right there. This black guy pulls up in the Suburban right next to us. He looks at us, looks at Alex puking, gives us the biggest fucking thumbs up ever, and just ear to ear smiles and starts chuckling to himself and drives away. And I'm like, oh my god, that we just made this dude's night. Just he just pulls up out of nowhere. You just see Alex's head tilt out the side of the car in pure pain. I'm laughing in the front seat. Doug is freaking out, and this guy next to us is just good job, guys. You guys must have had a fun night.
Fun night. I don't understand that. Meanwhile, if I pulled up next to that, I'd be like, "Why are you puking on my car?"
I didn't puke on his car. I puked on the road.
Yeah, but splash. I
now
know how this
Alex
works.
I was on the
Now
passenger
Alex-
side. He was on our right, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or not passenger. I was on the driver's side.
Now Alex is afraid of ever sleeping in my spare room now. It
No.
just brings him bad memories.
I think it's more of going outside into a club gives him bad memories. After that
I don't
experience,
go to the club.
I would never ever go to a bar again. I don't think.
No,
Hell
because
no.
I go
Alex
to
has
bars
spent the night
anyways.
over here multiple times since then, and he refuses to sleep in the spare room now. And then same thing, Doug won't sleep in the spare room either. But that's just because Doug thinks my old spare room is haunted.
I say, isn't it because he thinks it's haunted? Yeah.
Yeah. Which, if it is, that demon has seen some heinous ass shit. That demon has to be scarred for life after what it's seen. Because there's a couple times I've watched some videos, and then afterwards I'm just like,
Alright, we
oh
don't
my
need to
god, I
talk
can't
about that
believe I
one.
just watched that. I know. That's all I'll say with that one. But oh well. If it is haunted, they never screwed with me, so
But
Well, you
I
can
don't-
ask
also-
our
I don't
resident
think they- I don't
paranormal expert, Xander.
I don't think things haunt one
Paranormal
specific
expert.
room.
Mm-hmm. Well, you telling me you're not a paranormal expert, Xander? Because that's what you advertise yourself as.
I definitely don't. When have I ever done that?
I think Doug just thinks that there's a lot of ghosts everywhere because there was also the ghost of Ace Hardware, too.
Oh my god, I forgot about that one.
That's a top tier story, though.
That is a top tier story.
I don't know, Xander. Tell me, do you believe in ghosts? With your intellectual properties, do you think ghosts are real?
To find ghosts, as in like the soul of people, afterlife, like fucking with shit.
Yeah, like somebody died and they're sticking around, and
No, I do
there's
not.
some sort of supernatural force.
Nope.
That is like screwing with something. Or do
Nope.
you think everything is like just?
I think.
Oh, it must have been the wind blowing, or like.
Okay, well, the wind blowing is a bad example, but I believe in that energy can get stored up and be compressed, and then something can fuck with it, and it can cause a spatial anomaly or an energy anomaly, and that can cause the door to slam, or can cause a gust of wind out of nowhere, or it can cause like this whole fucking thing to like fall down for no fucking reason. Basically, it seems like most of those cases,
potential energy.
right? Potential energy stocked up of atoms and blah blah blah. Like
Well,
I'm sure most things can be explained by science. But that comes from I have never in my life had an experience remotely close enough to say that's impossible. Like I've never had a moment that I couldn't go, no, probably a spatial anomaly.
Yeah, I have a very pragmatic way of viewing things too, and I'm kind of with you on that one, to where I don't think there's too many things where I've ever looked and go, there's nothing, like there's no way I can't explain that.
You're telling me you've never guarded a warehouse and something would move next to you and you immediately thought, it must have been the wind. That's never happened to you?
I know, but then again, how much of that is actually happening? Because it's like, so you ever get those things at night where you feel like a spider's crawling on you and it's nothing, and it's just your body like
I feel like
pricking you?
I feel like that's a disease that like every enemy in Splinter Cell has.
What must have been the wind? Yeah.
Must have been the
You know,
wind.
and I never thought about this. Maybe they're all just like paranoid about paranormal. You know?
It's always the ghost.
They're just thinking that it's a ghost, and they immediately just think, oh, it must have been the wind to save their own sanity. Now I've got myself curious. But that's just a theory. A game theory. No one else is going to do that?
No.
You know what that's a great segue into?
Do tell.
I hate you.
The fact that soundboard has been added to Discord, making the Elgato a useless piece of technology.
Oh, see, I've muted soundboard because I was trying to play a game, and our Discord has Scotland Forever on the soundboard.
It's not even the worst one.
It's not.
Have you tried to play a competitive game and communicate with teammates, and all you hear is Scotland Forever is over and over on repeat?
I do it all the time, yeah.
Yeah, same.
I'll even tab out of said competitive game to join the fun.
Right? Yeah, so will I.
If I die, I die. Oh well, I had more important business to do. Scotland needed
And
the
I will
reminder that
say,
it's forever.
I did not realize that when it first came out that it had that knocking sound. So the knocking sound is actually amazing because you only hear it in one headphone. So it actually, like, because I have open ear headphones, it actually sounds like someone knocking somewhere.
Dude, there's one door to my room, and it's directly in front of me to the left, and I can see it, and it's always open. So the knocking goes off. I'm like, yeah, it's not real.
Yeah, mine's to my right. So the problem about mine is it's not a solid core door, so it doesn't sound like the ones on the soundboards.
Well, so see,
So-
my problem is I'm in the basement. I can't see the door, and when somebody like comes and knocks on our door upstairs, that's exactly what it sounds like down here, like almost a 1-to-1. So for the
Really?
longest time, it was probably happening for like 2 weeks. I would be like raiding in RuneScape or playing whatever game, and somebody would do the knocking thing, and I'd be like, "Hello," like come in
Yeah.
or whatever. Who is it? Like,
Oh, did they
Or I'd
really
get up
get
and
rid
go
of
check
the
the
knocking
door.
sound?
What do you mean?
What?
Yeah, the knocking sound's not part of the server anymore.
No, literally, they added it today.
No, it's not there. Look at it, bro. Where?
Well, that's a different server. No, that's the same server. Oh my god, they added in more. Why is there so many more?
There's
There
there's
we
a
go.
lot.
There we go. Nope. What the-
Oh,
There's
God.
I see
There we
knock
go.
right. I see knock left.
Yeah. Well, are you blind?
I don't.
Do you need
I
s-
don't.
What? Okay.
Bruh, raw,
I'm not that worried about it.
dual, dark.
Literally, it's
There's
the
Scotland.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
We'll just mute that for a second.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to turn it off once you start it.
You don't.
You don't.
Now do you understand my pain? Oh,
Okay, there's a difference between doing competitive shooter, which I can just deafen the Discord and everything will be fine, versus I am currently streaming to the 0 people that watch this thing. And that means later down the road, when I inevitably show this to whoever the fuck wants to watch this, we'll just get your
you're just gonna be like watching this. It's gonna be a real chill conversation, and then out of nowhere, like as you're following. So you ever listen to YouTube videos and like fall asleep to it? Someone's gonna be like listening to this stream to like go fall asleep to it, and they're gonna be like just getting on the verge of getting ready to fall asleep, and then all they're gonna hear is Scotland.
I mean, that was their first mistake. Trying to listen to this while going to sleep, not happening.
You mean Vox?
Yeah.
I think it worked quite well. I mean, I think we all have soothing voices to the most part.
Oh no.
I like to think so. I've been told I have a great radio voice.
You do.
That's why.
See, I don't know what I sound like because every time I like hear myself talk, when I hear myself talk, my voice sounds much deeper than like.
That's how
when
it
I hear
works.
myself
Yeah.
talk.
Yep. At least typically for men, what I've been told, what we hear ourselves talk, it's a lot deeper than what we actually sound like.
No, mine's the other way around. Like
Oh.
mine, I think I sound a lot more higher pitch, and then when I hear my voice, I'm like me right now talking where I can't hear myself.
Is this
My
not what
voice
was
sounds
just
higher
said?
pitch, and then when it plays back to me, it's like, "Hi, my name is."
I'm gonna say you sound pretty high pitched. I mean, you don't sound that deep voiced.
No,
Like-
I mean, I'm not. I'm not like a super baritone voice to begin with, but I don't know what is making. Is it just more testosterone? Does that just mean I don't have a lot of testosterone because I don't have a deep voice, or no?
I don't think it has anything to do with
I
it.
don't think that has anything to do with it.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
Oh God, not ChatGPT. Wait a minute. If we're using ChatGPT, I can put that in the title. That means this video might get traction because it's been statistically shown. Where if you put AI, anything in the stupid title or description on YouTube, it blows up. It's
God, every
stupid.
time I
Alright,
see
let's
AI
ask
and
this.
some shit, I roll my eyes.
What?
to.
Yeah. Because we're not
There-
Zoomers. Number YouTube is not meant for the old anymore. It's now for the new people that just like TikTok and Xanders
What?
who watch
Whoa.
YouTube Shorts all the time.
I go down YouTube short rabbit holes for sure, but I actually find myself I went through my history the other day. I find
Go.
myself most videos I watch are like an hour and a half long on YouTube, and I'm like, if I'm watching shorts, it's a bunch of shorts, or I'm watching like really long videos. It's
Dude.
not like 5-10 years ago. I watched a lot of like 3, 4, 2, 5-minute videos. I don't really do that anymore.
Well, it's because all those 3, 2, 4 minute videos are disappearing and just becoming shorts. YouTube Shorts is the worst thing that ever happened to me because when YouTube Shorts happened, I used to so I don't use Facebook often, so I never really got, and I don't use TikTok at all, so I never got stuck in like the doom scrolling where you just start scrolling forever. Ever since the YouTube Shorts came out, I'll like just start scrolling, and then I'll be like, oh hey, I was supposed to go to bed at like 11 o'clock. It's now 2:30 in the morning, and I have to wake up in 2.5 hours for work. And then I just, regret my decisions. Because then I'm like, I don't even know what I watched. I literally just have been mindlessly doom scrolling for the last 4 hours.
See, what prevents me from doing the doom scrolling, because I don't like YouTube Shorts, but I'll do that on Reddit a couple of times, is I'll do it and realize I've learned nothing useful, and at the same time, I have anime to watch, and I need to watch this anime.
Yeah. Well, So I also have YouTube Premium. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
And so does Alex, though. So, I mean, it's...
I just use it so I can have YouTube Music.
wow,
Well,
not even
I-
subscribing to fucking Spotify, the superior YouTube music.
No.
So I have Spotify. The only reason I do have YouTube Premium is because I actually being able to listen to a video while having your screen off.
Remember when that
Like
used to
one
be
of the best
standard?
things ever.
Yeah, I remember.
I just love it because it's like there's a lot of once again I like listening to something when I fall asleep. So like there's this guy on YouTube called Luton. He has like Warhammer 40k videos. So I literally just listen to like Warhammer 40k lore as I'm falling asleep.
Oh, yes, nothing like Burn the Heretics to fall asleep to.
Yeah. No, I mean it's super interesting. Like, did you know orcs, anything they believe becomes true? So like
Is it the
reason
orcs
they
that do that? I thought it was,
Yeah, no, it's the orcs. So that's why they paint
Hmm.
everything red because they believe that anything that's red is faster. But because they believe that, it actually becomes faster. So like what they're doing is actually true.
yeah, no, I couldn't remember which race it was. My brother's been getting into it a lot. He's been bombarding me with these things. So I was like, yes, things I never care about.
Also, yes, testosterone, according to ChatGPT, plays a massive role in how deep your voice is.
Well, there you go. Doctors hate this AI.
We could let's ask ChatGPT, what is the best anime currently airing this season?
Jeez Louise.
Jujutsu Kaisen 0,
That's not airing
Demon
yet.
Slayer, My Hero Academia Season 5,
It's already
Attack
finished
on
airing.
Titan, Fate Grand Order, Divine
Yes.
Realm of the Round Table of Camelot.
Man, that thing's got some outdated information, I'll tell you what.
From
What?
this current season, in all caps.
You might need to specify winter 2023.
Yeah.
Or is that
Winter-
spring? It might be the spring.
It's spring now. Good point. It is definitely spring, because winter ended.
Yeah.
Okay. Platinum End. Mushoku Tensei.
But that's...
The greatest anime of all time. Demon
Wait.
Slayer. Yatsuke. The genius princess died to raising a nation out of... I don't even know what this thing's talking
That's like...
about.
that's last year's.
I don't know.
That's last year's spring, I'm almost positive. What the hell?
This robot... This AI is just regurgitating stuff to us. It doesn't know what it's talking about.
No, it's not a... We haven't corrupted it yet with weeb questions. Because us weebs tend not to care about AI, because why do we care
Give it
about
time.
AI?
Give it time.
If we
dude,
can't...
The last AI we had... do you remember... Did we have Cousin Amy in Doug's Discord?
No.
The Markov chain bot. Yes, we did have it in Doug's Discord at some point, didn't we?
That's a question for Alex. I'm
don't
not
think
that
so.
long.
I
To
thought
all
we
my
had a
knowledge, that stayed on
I
the...
thought we had the Markov chain bot and we just fed it a bunch of like political like propaganda and stuff.
We had one in the SF Discord, and we had one in the Global Jade Quarry Discord.
Okay, so we never had it in Doug's Discord.
No, we never had it in Doug's. We never had it in the Discord.
Okay.
Doug's, Ellie's, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah, because that was a fun little like AI thing because it only learned off of what you gave it. So somebody in the SF gave it what was it, like 800 gigabytes of like propaganda.
I remember when Doug read and for like weeks every night after like when everything was said and done, he'd stay up for like 3 hours reading Mein Kampf to it.
Yes. It was. Oh my gosh, that was a fun bot. That bot was so screwed up.
Yeah,
Say, like, what-
that fell apart fast.
I kind of want to find a new game that like we can all play, like a new MMO. But there aren't really that many good MMOs.
Blue
out. I
Protocol.
know-
Final Fantasy 14.
You
You didn't even play it anymore.
Star Rail.
Hey, okay, we start the derailment now. All right,
a lot
everyone.
of people.
So there's been
a lot of people. Go ahead.
a new gacha game in the market. It's been out at this point. It's been about a month, hasn't it, Alex?
I have no idea.
I don't know when it came out. Honkai Star Rail came out, right? It's good. It's so good.
Alright.
It's been taking the world by storm. And by the world, I mean, actually, to be honest, it's been taking the world by storm because, you know, Saline? I'm going to mispronounce that. Salie? Alex?
Yeah.
Celine, like the city?
No. It's spelled Seele. I don't know where he got the fucking pronunciation of Celine with that, but continue.
Where'd the N come from?
I said I'm kind of like, where do you like a saline solution? Like, what's going on here, man?
Thank you, Cody. You're the second person to tell me that. I was like, oh, thank God someone else got it. But she actually beat what was the Thunder god in Genshin?
Raiden Shogun.
Yeah, Raiden Shogun. She actually beat her poll rate. More people polled on Salie than Seal, whatever, than her.
Oh, that Seele, I'll take that over Celine. So
Celine. I said sailing, not Celine. Okay, get it right.
Oh, how dare I?
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, no, this new gacha game's been good. A lot of people on our friends list has gotten quite addicted to it. And the pull rates are slightly better than Genshin, to be fair.
Are they really?
Yeah, they've been a lot more generous.
They're pretty generous in Genshin.
They were not.
I feel like I'm getting a lot more daily materials, like the premium currency stuff, than I was in Genshin.
I agree with that statement. That statement is indeed true, I feel like. Statistically, it has to be.
I mean, I feel like Genshin was pretty generous. I was able to get pretty much every character I ever wanted, and pretty much every 5-star. Like, if there was a 5-star that came out on a new banner, if I worked hard enough, I could always get it. Wasn't that bad.
No, it's been nice. I never was
Oh,
able
hey,
to.
by the way, you know who's coming out? Apparently, next banner with the guy?
Who?
Kafka.
Really?
Yeah, Boom herself.
Okay, do you know... that's nuts.
So, I have to now start resaving all my shit.
I mean, logically, that makes sense, because they want to get their money before people lose interest in the game, you know?
Dude, Kafka, good DPS, hell yeah.
Good DPS, good RR vibes. I mean, it's all good, you know? There's nothing wrong.
You gotta pull the character's mom. I'm approaching that age, you know?
I mean, I hope to God you're not approaching the other age that Solaris enjoys.
No.
Like some sort of fucking weirdo.
He is a very special person.
That's a word for it.
Oh, hey, High in Life just came up in my my discovery queue.
That's been Africa a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And then immediately afterwards, or during the shooting, you know, we found out that I got a 50-50 chance on here. The voice actor for Morty.
Yes, it's
he voices both of them.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
Oh.
So you had a 100%
had a 100% chance, huh? Oh boy.
To both get it right and also look stupid.
Get it wrong. Oh man. We do a little bit of trolling.
He's digging it deeper, guys.
He's taking a what?
I said he's digging it deeper. The hole.
I mean, at this point, the hole. I mean, it's like we
the
tripped
hole
and fell.
just got
We're
10
tumbling
feet
down.
Lower.
10 feet
We're
lower.
currently tumbling. Like we've tripped, fell, lost our footing. We're just tumbling downwards.
Someone's got to tumble. Might as well be me.
I prefer to slide.
All right, Xander. What's new in gaming news?
What's new in gaming news? Not really much as far as like what's new.
New.
I mean, everybody's as far as like companies and video games right now, everybody's like kind of getting into the seasons. Everybody's being, doing their normal thing. No one's making any big changes. Games are that we've all been expecting. Star Citizen, Stargate, Stormgate. God damn, it's a lot of gates. There's a lot of games like that we've been expecting for 3 or 4 years that have all recently had developer chats and trailers, but we still have no dates on a lot of these games or any
Um,
closer to these. Um,
Pikmin 4 is coming out.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
didn't
had
know
no
that?
idea. Is it online co-op?
That I don't
Yeah.
know. I think we've had.
pretty sure
You
it
must
is.
have been high as shit because I'm pretty sure we had this conversation before, Alex.
I don't think we did.
We definitely did.
All I
Oh
know
no,
is
we
I
did. We
love
did. I
Pikmin
think it is
growing
online
up.
co-op. I think we had this conversation.
I think
before.
that's what it is. Like, is it online count me? It's like, didn't we have this conversation about it? How it is gonna be online?
No, we
Yeah,
said that like 2 weeks ago, and I have the worst memory on the planet, dude.
You have the worst
Yeah,
memory
no.
of the planet. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, dude, Madeline will listen to a song once, and half of it will be memorized. I have to listen to it like 80 times, and it's still not there.
That's just the difference between me and my brother. You know, my brother has to listen to it once and it has instantly memorized, and then me, I just have to care about it.
Yeah,
Well, even if
you
I
got
care
that
about
one
it, it's
coming
not
out.
getting memorized.
You had the
Mhm.
new Zelda game that just came out like
Yep.
2 days ago,
Tears of the Kingdom.
which I haven't played yet. Has anybody here played it?
It's gonna be game of the year.
I
It's
haven't
gonna be
played it.
Game
the new
But-
Zelda.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
new Zelda.
oh, dude.
The new Zelda, if you don't play Zelda or you've never played Zelda, go get this Zelda, okay? Because
Yeah.
this isn't about playing a Zelda and don't even care about the storyline. This is a building fuck around, screw around
So-
game. It's pretty beautiful and it's a lot of crazy.
It
I
is
know, it's just
the
it's the
furthest-
successor to Banjo Kazooie
Yeah,
Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah, they literally hired Rare for this shit. I swear to God. It's so far out there from the typical Zelda game that I'm just like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this, right? I'm not gonna go out and buy it immediately because Breath of the Wild was like, holy crap! I waited a couple of years on it because I wasn't sure, and it was great, amazing, worth the sale price I got it on. This game I'll probably do the same, but it literally is just Legend of Zelda mixed with nuts and bolts, and it's like this
So-
is fantastic.
That makes me happy because I was on the edge because I was never like I didn't play the whole Zelda series, so I wasn't like super into it for the story and stuff. So I might
I mean, to
actually
be fair,
end up
Breath
running
of the
it.
Wild's also pretty different from a normal Zelda.
It is extremely different but it's not as far removed as this one is.
So Cody, Breath of the Wild, you have a big ass map. I won 100% of the game, and it took me about 300 hours with actively like pulling up a map and checking.
Whoa!
all
Did you get
things that
all
I
the
wanted to.
Korok seeds? All
Yes.
grand
So
of them?
That's why I said 300 hours because I had a map open where all the shrines and all the Korok seeds
Jesus
were.
Christ!
Um,
But you can't sit
This
down
game
and like.
has that map plus a map of equal size underground and some sky islands.
Oh wow, okay.
It's fucking massive. That I will agree with.
Yeah.
On a side note, for anyone in the line of work who likes to play emulated games, and anybody who knows about the Switch being an emulator, Tears of the Kingdom is already ready to go on emulators for Yuzu and other emulators for the Switch. So anybody who wants to do that, you can do that.
Well, now if we ever got a Nintendo partnership, we've just ruined our chances.
I don't want a partnership with them.
Why not? They break out the big bucks.
I'd like to refer
Do
you
you not
to
remember the last time I came on this and
yeah.
Nintendo shut down the fucking
Smash
Super
Scandal.
Smash Bros? Yeah, like
I'd like to refer you to the Smash Scandal. As a esports advocate, I no sponsorship from them, please and thank you. Your games are great. Mario's great. Mario Kart, it's all great. Love you, but your esports division is not my preferred or favorite.
Xander, I'm so happy that you actually remembered that. Like, it makes me feel like the last time I came on, at least
I mean,
somebody.
that was a major thing in like esports. Like that was a huge talk among people. Like it was a big
Yeah.
thing.
Because I was really worked up about that too. I was pissed off because I used to enjoy watching the Smash Bros. And there was a lot of YouTubers that I enjoyed watching with the whole Panda thing too. That got,
Well, maybe they shouldn't
Oh,
have gotten too big for the breaches, huh?
it
It wasn't the fact that
mostly
they're too
just
big for their britches. It was their
I know,
CEO
I
being
know,
a dick.
I know.
yeah. It was the CEO being a dick, and then it was Nintendo just telling everybody to go fuck themselves.
Well, it's because the CEO is a dick. Nintendo's very protective of their assets, and that's just because of things that happened back in the early days where they decided to sell things such as, oh yeah, you can definitely make a Mario game, you can make a Zelda game, and then we got Zelda fucking 2, and I can't remember the shitty Mario games were. There were a lot of them. Oh, Donkey Kong was a huge one as well.
There's also that the Nightingale game that's coming out that looks like that will be really fun. It's like it's a survival game, but with like
There's also Rotwood coming out.
What's that?
Rotwood.
The multiplayer roguelike dungeon crawler
Oh, right.
by the people who make Don't Starve and Don't
Yeah.
Starve Together.
Yep. That one I am actually
Oh,
excited
that-
for. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
yeah,
gonna be
that looks like a ton of fun actually. It literally just looks like an upgraded version or a rehash of Don't Starve, but with just updated graphics.
well, and
Yeah.
it's got a different camera angle and mechanics.
Well, I was gonna say now it looks more like a scroller as opposed to the top down that Don't Starve had.
Yeah.
No, I've been kind of enjoying the survival games. Same thing with the I've been playing a lot of with David. We've been playing a lot of puzzle games. I've really gotten into the puzzle game category.
Puzzle games can be
Speaking
fun.
of-
I know he got off of New World.
Have you guys played any of We Were Here yet or no?
We are here.
If you look
What
at the
about-
YouTube channel, we beat it within like an hour. It's a short ass game. I had no clue.
Yeah, the first one's short. The We Were Here. I think the next one is We Were Here Together.
I
Or We Were
believe,
Here Too.
yeah.
I forget. There's like 4 of them now because there's We Were Here Together. We Were Here, or it's We Were Here. We Were Here Together. We Were Here
Forever.
Forever, and then
That's it so far.
no,
It's just
no.
the 3.
There's 4 of them.
I don't remember there being 4 of them.
There's definitely 4. Let me look. We Were Here franchise.
But yeah, so we're starting to start those.
It's my bad. It's We Were Here. We Were Here Too. We Were Here Together. We Were Here Forever.
Okay.
So the We Were Here Too is once again, it's a little bit better than the We Were Here. The We Were Here Together is where it starts getting really fun, and then the We Were Here Forever was like amazing.
I mean, it'd also help if Alex wasn't high as shit.
Not.
Huh?
I'm not.
No, like I
You
won't
were
lie.
though.
During
Some
that,
of
yeah,
them,
it was
like-
easy, though.
Some of the harder games, it's like you have to really work together and actually like think hard to get through it. There's no way you can kind of just.
This I will never forget. I told this man how to play chess practically. He didn't know a chessboard could be talked about in terms of numbers and letters. I wanted
don't
to
play chess,
strangle him. I wanted to murder
I
him.
don't play chess, dude.
I had to teach him that. I cannot.
That
I don't
sounds
play
unlucky.
chess
I had to
either.
go through Clone's broken English while not being entirely there, and it was not a good time.
What do you? Yeah, all of you know. I like to think I described things pretty darn well in those 2 videos. Okay,
Mm,
don't. Me. What are you, a Minecraft
you
villager?
decide in the comments.
Yeah. Like we have any comments?
No, but it's funny.
Yeah, like we're some sort of multi-million-dollar fucking YouTube company, huh?
Multi-million? No. Like
No.
$2.
$2? You think I put $2 of effort into this?
Yeah.
I haven't put a single dime into this fucking channel, bud.
$2.
I don't even think my time's worth $2.
Wow.
$2 Chuck is more worthful than me.
I mean, it is wine.
I don't even think they make it anymore. I think it's $5 Chuck now or something.
Is it really?
I don't know. I think it's increased. Yeah, I haven't been able to find it at Trader Joe's in a while.
Figure I've never looked at TJ's wine section.
Mom does it all the time. I do got some gin and some whiskey though.
Something I did want to bring up
Quench
to you
that.
guys. This is kind of me scrolling now. But because I've been kind of out of touch with the whole Hololive and VTubers, how are they doing? Because I know for a while they were extremely prevalent. Like, are they still as
Oh,
popular
they're still
as they
massive.
were?
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
To give you a hint, Cody, Cover just purchased a $20 million office in
Yeah,
Tokyo, and
That's
they're
the
planning on
largest
opening.
mocap
Yeah.
studio in Tokyo.
And they're planning on opening up an amusement park sometime this year, for like 4 months.
Because what is it, Gura? How many? Let She has 4.3 million subscribers.
Yeah, and 1 million of that happened in a fucking month.
Well, I was gonna say she went to 2 mil really fast. Maury, how many subscribers? Oh, Maury only has 2.2 mil. So everybody's like kind of fallen off except for Dura. But they've all sort of
all of them are still there.
Yeah, they earn a lot of their money off of merch, though.
Well,
Yeah,
it's merch and a
honestly.
bunch of super chats. It's not so much click views. It's never
I
about
was
click
gonna
views
say-
on YouTube.
Yeah, well, some of them they get a lot of quick views. Like I know, like Maury, a lot of her videos, like her music
Okay,
videos,
her music videos, yeah, I'll give you that.
she gets a lot of money because like a lot of her music videos, like especially her what is it? Her Grim Reaper, like some of them have like 100 million views or
Yeah,
something.
and
What is
album
it?
sales and stuff like that.
Yeah, like 36 million views, 3.2 million, 16 million, 12 million,
Money from Spotify for
12
streaming
million.
the songs.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
15 million.
that's
14.
the biggest thing is any of the stuff, especially like with HoloLive or any if you join any agency such as Pikami. Do you know who Pikami is, Cody?
Pikami? No.
No. So in the VTuber community, she got bullied. Was it for? I can't remember.
Playing
And say, wasn't it Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah. And so she got bullied so hard that she quit VTubing for about a month or two, and then she joined VSojo. Or is it Nijisanji? No, I think it's VSojo.
I think it's Vishojo.
Yeah.
Tulu, I'm sorry.
But on the side note, like Neanners and Silverveil just left VSojo. But unlike HoloLive, they got to keep all their stuff because that's how VSojo works. They took people who already had characters for the most part at the beginning and just
well, we don't know how it works now for Pikami because she
I have no clue.
new character. Up.
Either way, I think it'll be better for Pikami because she'll have an agency.
Why
backing
don't
them.
I hit on VSojo and I only see Apricot, Kason, Nazuna, Project Melody, Iron Mouse, Haruka, Henya, Zentra, and Hime.
Maybe it was
I don't
Sanji then. I don't know.
I
wasn't
don't
keeping
see
up with the news.
Pika.
Well, it's not called Pikami.
Well, her name's not Pikami.
It's like Henya or something.
Oh, it's Henya? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it's Henya, the genius.
Yeah, Henya the genius. Yep. No, so the VTubing stuff is still very prevalent. It's just so unlike YouTube, YouTube stupid AI or algorithm goes in spurts, right? When YouTube or when VTuber was hitting really, really hard because you had Kason or Coco, same person there, but at the time it was Coco.
She was getting botted by all the...
She was pushing that EN side of things on HoloLive because she understood for the company that's the only way you're going to grow massively. And so with that huge market bubble suddenly appearing on YouTube, YouTube's like, oh, this is new. This is hit. These clips are getting like 2 million things a piece, which pushed this heavily. And so you had a bunch of clips with Coco speaking EN. You had Chrome with Ekum Bukum, a bunch of other things that massively bursted the bubble of the EN market. And so HoloLive jumped on that same marketing thing. And so for a while, if you watched a single HoloLive thing, it would just instantly push your feed. So now the algorithm isn't pushing it as much because the market's died down a little bit. And now it's pushing more, not normal content, but it's pushing more.
It's pushing me fucking memes. I keep getting.
Yeah.
Take a look at that snout.
It's
videos.
pushing more shorts. It's pushing a lot more shorts because that's where
I was gonna say,
the
it's
user
like
intention is
shoved
now.
Shorts down your throats now, especially for me.
See, I don't have a single short on my thing because every time it pops up saying, hey, you might, I click the X button and say, go fuck yourself. Because I hate shorts. I hate short form content, anything. I prefer long term content that actually has meaning to it instead of a short, sweet, like not giving me any of the facts. But that's just my thing. I also prefer Let's Plays over, small little things. But
Ekum, Bokum, Unga Bunga.
what?
Yeah, so their D&D names are Unga Bunga, and then he was just saying Ikum Bukum, and I'm like, bro, there's a language to be had here. Like,
Yeah, and we both got pushed off a fucking cliff last D&D too.
Yeah, but I didn't die because I was
yeah,
smart
let's talk
it.
about that. How did you get pushed off this cliff, and why did it happen, and
Okay,
who messed up? Who messed up? Let's be honest.
so-
Who's to blame?
So Alex is to blame.
Alex, do you take the guilt? Is it your fault?
I was at low HP already, and
How do you
taking
plead?
fall damage and being removed from the situation. Was
How
the
do
best
you
option.
plead?
Bullshit.
guilty.
That is not your fucking.
How
it was,
do
it was
you
a
plead?
calculated move.
It was not a
Guilty?
calculated move.
Guilty or
Guilty.
not guilty?
Guilty.
Guilty. Okay.
However, I do not control Clone's character. He does. He moved in the same spot I just got pushed off the cliff from.
Okay,
I
well,
wasn't paying attention because I was playing.
Let's take it.
Honkai Star
Let's take a
Rail.
step back. Let's take a step
But
back.
my true
Why-
intentions, I moved there to heal Alex because he fell off a cliff. And I have
Why-
30 feet range, and I was too far away. So instead of moving back to a safe position, I said, I'll end my turn, and went back to Gotcha.
Why were you guys near a cliff?
Because combat started near a cliff. Because they decided to not move the combat anywhere. They just stood there. Meanwhile, I was
Yeah.
defending their backs.
And what were you fighting that pushed you off this cliff?
Half
Half bird man.
rock, half person.
Man, bear, pig?
Man bird.
Half rock demon. Half
Half
person.
frog even? Okay. And what, did you guys just get pushed off the cliff and leave the fight? And it lives to tell the tale, and so did ye?
No. We finished
No,
it.
well, I mean, it was still, heart was still beating, though.
Okay, is this gonna be the revenge arc where that thing goes
No,
to get
no.
stronger?
The
and
revenge
then
arc
comes
started
back as
well.
a warrior, comes back with its own devil fruit, and is just a
I
god.
hope not.
No.
I hope not.
see, Xander,
we need to
Xander,
go
Xander,
back and check that
Xander,
campaign.
we already have a revenge arc going on. Okay, the end of the last D&D session was me coming out of an abbey and facing two people that should have been burnt alive due to my own actions.
So you tried to burn 2 people alive.
Yeah, the mayor, which is apparently like the nephew of the king, and his bodyguard.
Okay,
They were thugs. They were trying to hustle me, so that I trapped them in a room and set the room on fire.
the mayor's a thug.
Yeah, he was. He was burning witches for no reason.
You don't witches for no reason. You don't think you're a little out of line for like questioning this society?
No, I'm a righteous paladin.
that just wandered into town and you
Yeah,
just
he was
tried to
burning
burn a
innocent
mayor?
people. Yeah, so I burned him.
Whoa, innocent people, aren't they his people that like he takes care of?
No, he wasn't doing anything. They have a field of wheat that no one took care of.
How long were you there for? Like
A day.
A day or two.
A day. In one day, you concluded this man's a murderer. He has no reasons. There's no rights.
Yeah, yep. I was judge, jury, and executioner, except for I wasn't a very good executioner because I
the
didn't
day
roll
you
well.
met him, you gathered information. You said he's guilty, and you burned him at the stake
No, I burned him in his house.
in his own home.
Yeah, and he did it in the worst way. He pulls out a ever-smoking bottle in front of them,
Wait,
opens it, and
Wait.
says, "Oh my God, there's a fire!"
this isn't backstory. You let this happen.
I
He
know
wasn't
was
there.
With him.
Nobody was with him. Yeah.
Okay. So nobody
9
could've-
intelligence bunga.
Nobody wanted to question the. Hey, maybe, just maybe.
It happened
this
too
isn't
fast.
Our fight.
It happened
this
too
isn't our
fast.
fight. We should. What do you mean? You were there for a day. You could have taken. You could have.
It was
sat down
technically
for a
2.
minute.
Okay, to give you full context, we went there and told him, whoa, you can't be...
Oh, full context. You wandered into town.
We wandered we don't know what town. All right, our map's shit. So we wandered to the town. Saw
were
a-
the mayor of
we
a town you don't even know the name of.
No. So we wandered to the town. They were
We do,
burning.
it's in our notes,
They were
but
trying to
I don't
burn
know.
someone, and so we stopped the burning and we realized, what the hell's this? And they were like, well, we're burning witches. And so I, being a noble of the mountain tribe of Ugwa, Ugwa, I don't fucking see. I don't really know. He took me aside to his house, his city hall, and was telling me, "Hey, these guys are actually completely innocent. I just gotta, maintain power. They have really good real estate. I gotta buy it and sell it." And so I was like, "Well, how about you don't burn them and we solve your hag problem?" Because they told me there were hags in the forest. So we went and solved their hag problem. Also known as that he sent us to go fight a military named like the Daughters of the Hag or something. So when we fought the military, found out that he set us up, went back there. He was like, "Oh yeah, no, we'll talk in our city hall." He then tried intimidating me, so then I opened the pepper smoking bottle in front of him, said there's a fire, and lost that persuasion check. Yeah, it's a damn shame. It almost worked too. I then proceeded to kick the bodyguard onto the ground, and then pushed a bookshelf in front of the door, and then lit a torch on fire and walked out.
So in context, you didn't get your way in a business deal and burned him to the ground in his own home.
Yeah,
after
for being evil.
there for approximately about
He was
4
evil.
hours.
He deserved every lick of damage I did to him.
Did you? How do you know he was evil? You were there for 4 hours.
I'm a
He didn't
paladin.
ex-
I can detect evil.
And when you used detect evil, was he evil?
Yeah. Like most nobles, he was evil.
Was he like a lawful evil?
No, I don't get to determine that. I just get to determine if they're evil or not.
If he's a lawful evil, I mean, that's pretty good for a mayor, right? Like, you need a little, you know.
No, you don't need an evil. You need to be righteousness. What is wrong with you?
Gotta be harsh. What are you saying? That lawful good was the paladin from D&D, the movie?
Yeah.
What did you think of the D&D movie?
I think he's neutral good, dude. What are you doing?
Neutral good?
Did you
Yeah.
what? Really? The black guy?
Yeah.
You think he was neutral good?
Good
Yeah.
description word.
He seems more of like a lawful good to me because I guess he didn't play by the world. No, you're right. Neutral good. Yeah, probably more of a neutral good.
But he didn't understand sarcasm.
Okay, that's not a determination of good or evil.
Sarcasm breaks laws, bro.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the true neutral people are the ones you have to watch out for the most. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
No, it's definitely chaotic.
person on the
Chaotic evil. It's the ones you have to fucking watch out for.
No, chaotic evil is like you can kind of like predict them.
You cannot.
That I would say neutral evil is more scary because it's
I
like
don't think that's an option. Oh no, it is.
No, it is. Yeah.
neutral evil because it's like you don't with neutral evil you just don't you don't know. Like whereas like chaotic evil you always like you can kind of just say okay they're always gonna do like I don't want to say a bad thing.
They're not going to do the bad. They're just going to do the most fun thing. I mean, neutral evil is like they're going to do.
You don't know. It's
No, they're
insane.
going to do.
Sometimes
Neutral evil will always evolve around them. It's always what is best for them. So they're always going to do that take. Chaotic neutral is they can do whatever the fuck they want. That's how I've always described the two.
I would. What do you think about that? I would say. Yeah, so I would say I still think neutral evil is the worst because it's like pure evil and there's no like chaotic and lawful, at least there's some sort of like a variation that you tend to go towards. Like, and you hold that, like you're always going for what's most fun, or you're always going for what's what you're believing. Neutral, you just have no idea. Sometimes they could do like,
Well, neutral's always just what's in the best interest of them. That's kind of how it works. Like
'Cause
lawful neutral is they set their own code. That's how it works.
I would
You're
tend to
making
say,
narcissism sound neutral rather than
no,
evil.
I was gonna say I would tend to say chaotic evil is they only care for themselves and they disregard all law and order. You know what I mean?
What is Geralt?
Now,
Would he be neutral?
what alignment? No, he would be lawful.
I'd say lawful
neutral good?
neutral.
No, he'd be lawful neutral or lawful.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let me look at what alignment would Geralt be.
Geralt of Rivia?
They're saying he'd be lawful good.
I wouldn't call him lawful
he
good.
is doing good things by.
I guess yeah.
See,
'Cause he
the
also,
problem-
he'll save people.
Yeah, I
even
guess
though they
that's
don't
true.
respect him,
We,
you know?
we
Yeah.
need Mars.
Well-
Somebody get Mars on the phone.
A lot of
No,
people. Okay,
yeah.
so here's a lot of. I went to Reddit. Reddit's saying he would be neutral or neutral good, or people are saying lawful neutral. So I would say lawful neutral might make more sense because he follows the witch's code, but like he doesn't really.
The problem is he doesn't
guess he
follow
could-
societal, no, he kind of
Yeah, that's
does,
what I'm
but
saying.
he doesn't tend to like follow societal rules.
Well,
The issue.
I would, yeah, I would say probably lawful neutral, lawful good. I would actually say, yeah, I could see it. Because like he doesn't go out of like the reason I say is I'm thinking of the anime or not the anime but the show, but like he doesn't just that one girl that's like trying to kill him at the beginning. He doesn't just like outright kill her. Like he tries not to kill people. So I would say it would make him lawful good.
See, but at the same time, though, he also uses that against monsters. Like, he doesn't always kill a monster, which, if you're a lawful good, you would tend to kill them. But at the same time, I
Is it
guess he
against
also...
the law for monsters to exist?
In the witch universe, all monsters are considered evil. And by Geralt's eyes, it's the actions that they do that determines if they're evil or not.
Like
and that's making their own rules to some degree. It's the morality versus. It's the classic. Are you the steward of the city where you don't let any amount of emotion get to you, or are you, have empathy or not? And and to me, that's what really.
What's his name?
What's the D? Dubu?
No, it's not. That's Omega.
I know,
I promise you this.
It's Dudu. No, it's Dodo. Is it Dodo?
Zwobu.
It starts with a D. It's some sort of
Mars
stupid
is
name.
rolling in his grave right.
He's not going to listen to this part. It's too far in.
Here's this. So Bowser would be a neutral evil. Same thing with Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs is neutral evil. Rob Lucci from One Piece is neutral evil.
I would say he's lawful evil.
No, it's literally Doodoo.
No,
it's Doodoo. Yeah, it's Doodoo. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, Doodoo is considered a monster.
Eric Cartman is lawful evil
guy.
or neutral evil. I mean,
I would consider it more chaotic evil. Because, like you said,
I think Lenny would be like chaotic.
I would say he's chaotic neutral, not evil. Cartman's always just malicious.
Yeah. Well, that's where the evil comes in. That's what I'm saying. Neutral evil is the most malicious you can get.
I would say chaotic evil. But
let's take a step back. What is your alignment for Unga? Or are you Bunga? I don't know who you are.
I am Bunga.
You're lawful neutral.
Yeah.
And you burned a man in his home.
Yeah, I sure did.
Does that line up to you? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say
he was burning innocent people. He then set us up. Therefore, he got his divine retribution. Also,
you're looking a little neutral. You're looking a little lawful evil.
It was more of a neutral.
That's why
chaotic.
He got slapped on the wrist.
I did get a slap on the wrist for it, and now it's coming back to bite me in the ass. Even at the time, because I was tired as shit at that point. I said these things. I was like, that's not exactly what he would do. But at the same time, the character has a pride issue, and so getting humiliated like that would piss him off enough to probably end up doing that. So
yeah.
I mean, after the Bunga points at Unga points at Unga, that was just fucking marvelous. And then to burn a man in his home. You guys...
I had no part to do with that.
No one's steering the boat around you.
I don't know. I would say the most fun characters to play would probably be like a chaotic good. I think lawful evil is really fun to play. And then like a chaotic neutral would be fun to play. So chaotic good, chaotic neutral, or lawful evil. I think those would be really fun to play.
I personally just prefer neutral, purely because it lets you do whatever the fuck you want. So,
by the way,
we are hitting
minutes.
Huh?
23 minutes.
23 minutes? Till you have to go?
On cap, yeah.
Wow, you're really cutting it close today.
Yeah, we've been going for an hour 22.
Oh, it's already been an hour and a half?
Yeah, pretty much. Time flies.
Time flies when you bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I understand when you're playing Honkai Star Rail, but you know.
I mean, TM. Not sponsored. Sponsor me.
Please sponsor me. I need the money. I'm unemployed. Nobody's giving me a chance for a job, please.
I'm one basic ticket away from a 10-pole. Come on.
I have a 10-pole saved up. I was going to do it after this, podcast.
Nice. I'm trying to get that one before. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost back up to $2,000 gems. Come on.
I'm almost up to 10K.
But to go back to D&D a little bit, I really would like to. I won't lie, Alex. I miss having our in-person D&D games, especially now that two of us have 3D printers. Imagine all the cool stuff we could print out.
Yeah. Too bad that's never gonna happen again.
No.
I know. Well, like 3D printers in general, I think are like one of the best inventions ever made for this like planet. Like, there's so much cool stuff you can make with a 3D printer. Like, there's.
Yeah, I had to learn how to fucking edit STLs.
Yeah, that's to make a step file. Yeah, so you can actually move the parts. So it's like a normal person would never need a 3D printer, but if you have one, it's limitless. Like, it's almost limitless.
Madeline lost the letter or the knob to the mirror fucking adjuster in her car. I still adjusted a little bit because I need to get a caliper for the millimeters, but I made one that kind of works. You can jam it on and then move it. It just doesn't stay. It's not loose enough. So I need the exact millimeters, which I'm gonna buy a caliper for like $30 later. But not that deep, but
Well, that's
that
what I'm
was
saying.
a
Like, you
pretty
can make so
practical
much.
application for it.
Well, you can make so much tools. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a ton of practical applications you can make for it, and then there's also a bunch of just like, oh, this would be really cool. I want to do this. You know what I mean? Like make little
Yeah.
knickknacks and stuff.
Travis has a high quality resin printer at his house now, so if you want minis,
Who?
my coworker.
Oh, Travis. Yeah, that's bad. Okay,
Yeah,
I might
he's
do it
got
because there's.
a resin one. He printed a Mimikyu from Pokemon, and it turned out pretty well.
No, I thought it was a Mimikyu from Yu-Gi-Oh.
No.
I don't know. Maybe I'll like go on to Fiverr and have someone make a 3D model of like a character for me or something.
You know, CAD, you can do it.
I could do it, but it would just take so long.
Sure would.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I use Fiverr to make a character for one of my D&D campaigns. It's actually pretty cheap, and like some of the people on there, like do a really good job.
I have a buddy who 3D prints and makes D&D stuff, and that's one of the things he made very recently.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Assuming he's a resin printer.
I don't know the specifics. He's been doing it for a while.
He's really good at painting, actually.
Here is
I was gonna say, I think that's
Napalm
the
3D,
hardest.
by the way. That's who does this. My Diabolical and Quake coach, my arena FPS
Yeah,
coach.
holy crap, he is really good at painting. I think that's the hardest part about doing minis, is not so much making the model, but it's like painting the model.
Yeah. Oh, Nate, my boss, has an airbrush now too for painting.
Oh my lord.
Speaking of, I have $10 of credit on Fiverr. I don't know why, but I do.
Oh no.
That's cool.
And it begins now.
And you always need a barmaid.
Nice.
Jeez Louise. Well, alright folks, it seems like we're slowing down here at the old
Yeah, what's the environmental fact, bro?
Oh, if we're ending, yeah, we're gonna need a hard environmental fact.
I want it to be based around bark dust.
There's no way you're Googling right now.
Oh yeah,
It is.
definitely not. Yep.
No,
Mhm.
I want you to pull something off
Uh.
the top of your head right now, a cool fact about bark dust.
It's flammable. End it there.
Hinted that? Yeah. Yeah, uh-huh.
I want to know how bark dust is made in the natural.
Well,
I told you.
So
earlier,
how
dude.
it's
when
made-
a tree sheds its skin.
So you want to know how it's made? I have the perfect thing for how it's made. All right, you ready?
Trees are chaotic evil.
Seek medical attention.
Nice.
That's how it's made.
how it's made.
I mean, bark dust. I mean, environmentally, what you want to do with bark dust, if you want to, I'll just do a quick one of these. This won't be the real one.
All right.
It would be, bark dust is significantly, it's a good mulching material, purely because unlike using fertilizers such as you buy at the store and they have the stupid light, like the white pebbles and stuff like that, which are not artificial. A lot of times they're inorganic, which people kind of interchange with artificial, but it's more of inorganic, which I know Cody knows what that means. It's just not, it's not organic material. It's, you know, it's the best way to describe it. Also known as a fucking rock. And so it's just a nitrogen thing. It's this and that. But the problem with that, a lot of the times, you overuse it. You overuse fertilizer. It then, you know, if you put, let's say you fertilize the shit out of your lawn. Some of it gets into the lawn. Most of it goes into the sewer system, which, guess what the wastewater treatment plants aren't set for? Removing nitrogen and stuff like that. It's an interesting conundrum where, like, farmhands cause a lot of algae blooms, which increase in nitrogen into the waterway, causes a lot of algae bloom, because that's what algae is. It's fertilizer, therefore algae is a plant. It will eat the crap out of it. And then cause I can't remember the technical term, it causes a die-off effect in the water stream, which I think I've already touched on this before in the podcast. And just pretty much it takes out all of the dissolved oxygen in the water, because they're using that, which then causes the algae to start dying, because it no longer has any nutrients, such as water, which also causes all the fish to die, because there's no oxygen in the water anymore, which then causes the ecosystem to go out of whack. A bunch of stuff like that.
Interesting. So basically, using bark dust actually harms the planet because it's causing the ecosystem to go out of whack.
Not bark dust. No, bark dust is fine. It doesn't have a nitrogen content, and it will eventually turn to mulch, which then eventually will give back to the soil. It's the classic thing of like, should you mulch your lawn or not? You know, a lot of people don't like mulching their lawn because it leaves lawn cuttings everywhere. When in reality, all it is natural fertilizer. You just cut the grass. You can put the grass back into the grass.
Bag on your mower.
Or with a bag. I technically put the bag on my mower and just go back and sprinkle it around.
Do you know what else is natural fertilizer?
A lot of things, Cody.
Instead of using your bathroom, you could just go outside.
To be fair, actually, one thing. Okay, let's throw it to this. I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast or not, but let's use the environmental fact of this. Gray water is actually something that a lot of people could start using. So
Wait,
gray.
what's gray water? Oh, okay. What is gray water?
So gray water is like you take a shower, right? So technically, you're using clean water to clean yourself off, right? You're using drinkable, potable water to clean yourself off. Then the byproduct is no longer potable water. You can't drink that because technically it's unhygienic. What it does is go straight into the sewer system. It gets the same thing as your toilets and all that. So what you could do instead, and some houses do potentially do this. A lot of like small homes will do this to save on water because not only will it save you on water, it also will help the environment. So your water bill goes down, but it's pretty much you just capture that gray water out of sinks. You wash your hands, no longer potable water. Can't drink that either because on sanitary and all that. You take all that. You take the byproducts from, like I said, shower, sinks. That's primarily it. You then put that back into the water system of your home for like the toilet or for the garden hose. So that way you're now hosing with pretty much fertilizer. And so that way
Wouldn't that kill the environment though? Because like, one, I'm using soap and I'm using shampoo, and then also like my duck cheese that like I scrub out, that stuff's pretty potent. I'm pretty sure that'd kill most things.
So for the hose thing, it's kind of 50-50. I don't think I would hook it up to my hose and water my plants with it because, like you mentioned, the soap, the pH levels would get out of whack. But throwing it inside your toilet, which the toilet's one of the most, water-consuming things out there, that helps you save a lot of water there and helps the environment a little bit more as well. Especially if you can also technically, if you want to get really fancy with it, you could technically have your own bioswell out back, which then you could filter out all that crap, and so that it's not fully potable water because I wouldn't drink that if I made my own bioswell and took the water at the end of that and filled it into my toilet. But the biggest downside of that is it's not technically clean water, so you'd have to clean the shit out of your toilet constantly, which people don't tend to do anyways. So you just have to clean it more. And that becomes the issue there. So that's something that can save a lot of water. I don't know if I would use the water of the plants or not. Like I probably would have a separate thing for just watering my yard. Because grass is very resilient if you throw some soap on it, which is diluted as high sin, because if you're taking a shower, you use like what? Okay, at least for me, I use so little soap. Because you don't need a lot of soap to clean your body. You do that and you have like what, 5 gallons of water for a shower or something. So you put that into a tank. Huh?
So you heard here first, Clone doesn't shower with a lot of, or doesn't use soap at all.
So you just use it that, and then typically that shouldn't throw the pH off too much. Now, if you're using like bleach or something to clean yourself, then yeah, I wouldn't do that at all. And that would hurt with plumbing anyways. But so to be honest with you, it's a good way to save water bills. The problem with it is it's the same thing as like capturing rainwater, right? Technically, it's not really potable, but you could still use the water plants and crap like that.
Do you mean potable is what you're trying to say? Not potable?
It's potable. That's how we pronounce it over here. It's potable.
Okay.
Potable. It's potable, yes, but it's potable.
But okay. Now, before we do go, so David has this. Well, it was his new girlfriend. As of today, now they're ex.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But anyway, so we were making fun of her and calling her dumb, and I want to know if this is actually like if I was in the right or if I was in the wrong for calling her dumb. When she cooks and gets like, let's say making bacon or something, you get like all the bacon grease. She would just pour the grease down the sink. Isn't that like
Ooh.
horrific?
You don't do that, no.
That is horrific, dude.
That is quite horrific.
Yeah, because I remember I was talking like that's one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. Like you should definitely.
I just wait for it to like fully solidify, then I just throw that shit in the trash.
I just put it in like I put it in a cup or something, so then I can
I
clean
put
the
it
pot
in a
out.
coffee cup. Yeah, I put it in a like I drain it into a coffee cup or something, and then like Alex said, I let it solidify, and then you just toss it into the trash can.
Yep. Or to be honest with you, I actually tend to put it into like a container that can hold it, like a Tupperware container that can actually hold the heat after it cools down a little bit, not before it solidifies, and then put it in the fridge so then I can use it instead of butter.
Yeah. Well, because like, so what happens with the grease like when it goes? Because I know like putting water on a grease fire is like really bad.
So
but like
putting grease
other
on
way
a
around-
sink, not an environmental issue. It's you just clogged your fucking drain issue. Because it's
Okay,
going to
I didn't know
solidify
if
in the drain.
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue with that one.
I didn't know if there was like if it did something, if it, like I said, I'm just thinking in my head. I know like if grease fire, you put water on it, big flames. You know, so
I
didn't
mean,
know if
you
there's something
do
else.
technically put a flammable down your pipes, so that is technically an issue. I don't think it's of consequence because you're putting a lot of water down there. It's more if you just put a solid down your pipes. It's the same issue of like if you don't have a food processor and you just or a waste disposal thing. What do they call it? Stupid. You know what I'm talking about? Garbage
You mean,
disposal. Garbage disposal.
Garbage disposal?
Yeah. In the sinks, and you just threw I don't know like a apple core down your stupid fucking sink pipe. I mean, it's as simple
You
as
don't
that.
just throw whole oranges or mandarins down your fucking.
No, I can't say I do. No, I don't have a garbage disposal because another issue is our water waste treatment plants aren't meant to treat those type of things. It's meant to treat human byproducts. There's several issues with these.
Orange peels are technically a human waste product when you throw them.
I hate it here. Nightmare. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to say it. I can just.
Nightmare.
There you go.
Nice.
Happy to be of assistance. So that work for you, Xander? That what you wanted?
That's good.
Are we're done here?
Yeah, we can wrap
I'm
up
free to
now.
go.
This was a good one. I didn't know this was a prison for you guys.
Always has been.
A prison? What are you talking about?
It's just the way Clone said that. Made it sound like he's stuck here.
I am stuck here,
He is.
but it's like a good stuck, you know.
Yeah, dude. The fucking the Stockholm syndrome's hit him hard, huh?
Apparently. Yeah, all right, folks. Let's end it there. It's been a lovely time, and for the all like 2 of you that will listen to this, unless it goes viral on YouTube for some strange reason, because we talk about Honkai Star Rail. You know, you got to get the last couple of.
I will have you know, last time I was on your channel, I think it was when you got the highest views ever. Because last time I was I gotta look. What stream number was that?
Oh, the stream's probably gone by now.
Who knows? Just end it.
Yeah. All right.
Just
that was a
end
good
it.
one. Just end it. All right, we're ending it now based on